after the fall?
I remember I could feel the glass breaking, and I knew I was falling. I remember screaming, and then everything went black.
And what's the next thing you remember?
Coming to in the ambulance. Jocelyn was there. She told me I was going to be okay. But I think then I must have just passed out. The next thing I remember, I was in the hospital, and I woke up and I was in a lot of pain. I was confused. I didn't know what had happened. And then the doctor came, and the doctor told me that the baby didn't make it. But I didn't really need to be told because I just knew. It was, I don't know, like mother's intuition, I guess. I just could feel that she wasn't inside me anymore. But when I really understood why she wasn't inside me anymore, I knew that it was because Ava had pushed me through the window and she had killed my daughter.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, Attorney Nancy.
Ms. Corinthos Davis, do you need a moment?
No, I'm fine.
Well, be brief in deference to your ordeal.
Okay.
Why are you lying?
On the next General Hospital.
The sooner we have answers, the better.
How did this life-changing situation come about?
What's he doing?
It's job.
I don't trust Rick.
You shouldn't.
Are you planning on defending me at any point during this trial?
I could use a ride.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to After News Delight. So, let's talk about the trial. Last video of the day. I'm just going to do 4 today, and I'm going to kind of tie everything in with the trial in this video. But the ending was very, 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 very interesting, bro. Because I'm already seeing so far, let's talk more about this after I get through everything. But I'm already kind of seeing where Rick pretty much he's close to winning this case. He's very close to winning this case. And I'm going to explain why I think so. Now, so everyone's entering the courtroom, and I noticed something, man. So Trina did exactly what her and Gio was talking about, sitting on Ava's side. The only one literally sitting on Ava's side. I was wondering, though, why Gio wasn't sitting with Trina, though. Like, why did he offer, like, look, to make you feel a little bit more comfortable, do you want me to sit with you? Like, at least ask that. I don't know if they talked about that. It just wasn't shown on camera, but why wasn't that even discussed between the two? I mean, Gio doesn't have real, like, super allegiance to the Davis for girls, bro. Like, he should be able to sit over there with Trina. You know what I'm saying? Now, he sat with Josh. He's friends with Josh, too, but, like, I still don't understand why he wasn't over there with Trina. But he was on the witness stand and everything like that. And they talked to everybody. They talked to Josh first about, because Josh was the one that handled Christina before the ambulance got there and everything, and she sat with her and everything like that. So Josh was definitely a key witness on the stand today, but I thought the doctor was too. So they also interviewed the doctor, and the doctor revealed something. He said he couldn't find any real evidence of defense wounds on Christina, bruises that would reflect defense wounds or anything like that. So I think that's an interesting thing for the jury to kind of keep a tab on, because if he didn't have any discrete evidence of defense wounds, then that could kind of prove that Christina wasn't in a physical fight with Ava before she got thrown out the window, right? Because she should at least have some defense wounds on her if she got thrown out of the window by another person, right? So that was something to keep in mind there. They brought a bunch of witnesses on the stand. Who else went up there? Did Molly go? I don't think Molly went up there yet. Who else went up there? Damn, my mind is blank. My mind is completely blank right now. Trina was definitely up there. Trina had a little hard time because you could tell she was trying to defend Ava too. When she said she saw on the third floor. But Rick did a solid job in twisting it to where he said you really couldn't get an angle of Ava up there, right? Kind of made it feel like Trina might have seen her, but might have not seen her, right? Rick actually, I was paying real close to Rick. Rick was keeping everything brief because he felt like he had enough from people. Every time he asked a question, he had enough where it started to build things up. Like, is this really a situation where Ava threw Christina out the window? You know what I'm saying? Now, Ava still had her doubts about Rick. She questioned Rick, like, are you really trying to defend? When they went into recess, like, she asked him, like, are you really trying to defend me? And Rick, you know, I don't know what it is why Ava isn't trusting Rick or whatever, but we know he has a little bit of a motive here. But she should be trusting Rick because the way I'm watching this is Rick is really setting it up for this not to look like a foul play attempt, right? Because now Christina gets on the stand, right? And so Christina, you know, the prosecutor was talking to Christina, and they were bringing up some like irrelevant information about how the pregnancy was going, how the baby, you know, when she was still inside of her, how the baby like chocolate. Like I was like, why are we talking about all this? This don't got nothing to do with what happened that day on August the 1st, bro. This don't got nothing to do with that, right? So Rick played this so smart. This is where Ava has to thank her lucky stars that Rick is the one defending her, right? Because Rick asked her right at the end, I can't wait for tomorrow. He asked, why are you lying? Because remember, right before that, Christina tried to fabricate a story like Ava was the one that pushed her out. And you got to remember, in that situation, Christina might not have all of her memory about what happened either. Because when you go through a traumatic event like that, even before you get pushed out the window, you don't really remember what the hell happened to you. Right? She was knocked out a little bit, right? She was unconscious when she went through the window. So Christina don't really remember everything that happened. There wasn't really any other witnesses there that seen her get pushed through a window, right? The evidence, there's no evidence of defense wounds. And this is what we've been talking about too. So I wonder how Rick is going to play this when after, you know, tomorrow when he's asking her why you lying. And I didn't expect Rick to do that. But now what he's doing is the perfect thing to do to someone like a Christina. Grill the hell out of him. Because now we got to figure out, hey, not us, but the jury in particular has to figure out, is Christina lying? Right? Is Christina lying? Now that Rick has thrown that out there, the jury probably is thinking like, is Christina lying? You know what I mean? Because that whole story she said, that story was made up. The one she told. That was a made up story. I mean, Christina, come on. Christina will get away with it because she don't remember what happened, but she lied though in the court. She did lie though. And see, this is where, and then once Ava gets on that stand and she gets the kill count, and hopefully she remembers the way that speech went, she gonna end up getting it. Now, I want to leave one thing out there for y'all too. That's very important. Very important. Last week I made a video. And I talked about how Christina, now that she might be moving into the mob scene, might become a killer in the future, how she need to be the one to kill Drew, right? I don't even think that's necessary no more, right? Because now I started changing my tune. If Ava gets off, I think Christina's going to try to kill Ava. I think Christina is going to go insane, and she's going to try to kill Ava. She gonna take justice into her own hands. She's not gonna trust the justice system, and she gonna take it into her own hands. Watch. And I think this is something that's gonna completely change Christina. I really do. Guys, I really do think this is gonna change Christina. I think that this whole thing is gonna change Christina forever. If she does not win this case, this is gonna change her. This is gonna change her deeply because now she can't trust the justice system. She can't. She can't trust the justice system, man. It's going to change her, man. I'm telling you, be on the lookout for that, man. And if I'm Ava, I'm not feeling that safe out here, bro. You really need to change cities. You really need to move. Because I won't want to be around Christina if you get the win. I do not want to be around her. At all. She going to go unstable. I'm on the lookout for it now. One of y'all threw it out there to comment. That's why I'm mentioning it now, because I was like, the next time we get to this stuff, I'm going to make sure I mention this. Because I'm telling you, this is not going to be something good for Ava if she get out free. She got to watch her back, bro. She got to watch her back. Because I think Christina going to try to kill her. I really do. But I'm going to leave y'all off with that, man. Give me y'all thoughts in the comment section below. Thank y'all for commenting on my Friday videos, too. I really appreciate that from y'all. And going ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. We'll be back tomorrow, man. Thank y'all for watching. Afternoons to light.